I need Navi to win.
A lot was behind getting Hunter up into that window. And
What is the side map on the mouse game?
Killed Ime had he been ready for it, but a matter of timing gave the blind side.
I need a break.
Yeah.
This major, what is going on? We go from simple to Aurora elimination versus mouse to Navi.
On purpose.
I need a breather, bro. I need a breather. Second map in this game is Anubis.
Then maybe G2 can still make it to top 8 here in Austin. But
Navi versus G2.
I think that's a good early sign for Navi.
I love when there's two bangers at the same time and we have to
However,
choose.
they can still punch. And punch hard at that.
All right,
Snacks getting
3 on 3. Guys, you told me not to switch. We missed 6 rounds and it's 3-3. We missed literally nothing. I want to see W switch in the chat.
For him. It's JL on a recovery for this one. A challenge up into the window. They know JL's in ladder though.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And so Hunter turns his back, dies unsuspectingly again, and it is a chance for Navi to hold on to this 3v2.
Guess he got up there fast, so
Mobs 1 in 5. I feel bad for Mobs, chat. I swear he had some of the most potential ever.
And Mobs, perfect
he was beating everyone in a 1v1 duel, bro.
This map, trying to get his game online.
I swear, at one point he out-aimed anyone.
He's thinking about, but Jail's outside the ladder room now.
Maybe not done.
More concerned about Mobs. It means Heavy. Heavy God's gonna. So I thought.
Then his confidence faded, and since then it's been rough.
From JL. He was so preoccupied with Mobs that he was gonna forget about Heavy God. Until he thought about it at the perfect moment, hangs onto that ladder room, which has really just been an issue here for G2 in a couple of rounds. Slick move from Mobs, tries to chase it all down.
JL also hurt. Will he out-aim JL?
Gonna need the kills, and JL's had enough of that. 4 kills for JL on an absolute tear out of the gate.
Somebody said earlier he's a cheater in Rust. Is that true? Do you cheat in Rust, Dubai UAE?
Somebody just sprayed.
That would be not nice. That would be not nice. What?
Just told him he's
with the 50! Even if he's cheating, I appreciate that. I take it back. Thank you for the 50. Alta!
Hey, how'd they know we were here?
Alexi's got backs turned to him.
Much love in the chat, Bert.
Drive-by. Actually
appreciate
puts
that, bro.
an M4 in the hands of a T. Hunter then uses that to get
Sorry for allegations for no reason. I saw one guy type it.
No. One more crazy kill, Hunter.
Dubai, if you do, then stop.
Occupied by all of what's left of Navi, and unfortunately, Heavy God has fallen off the apartments with no bomb possession. Navi end up winning a 5th round versus majority Glocks.
Only 5th?
Hey,
no.
At least the underpass is tagged.
Forever.
Thank you for the 50, Alta. Big boy. Appreciate that.
Still 45 seconds.
There's that activation
Moxie,
of
bro.
JL.
Check DMs.
Trying to slide up at the perfect moment. Snacks is going to get a back turn.
Nice, 5 gifted, though. Haaland and Pink Teddy.
Seconds.
Did not clear that properly.
Got one stuck inside a window in Hunter. Ime's back is going to be exposed to it. He's in an awkward place, but I mean, hanging on to the close smoke at 25 seconds makes total sense. You've got a player inside, keeping his head up. Double for Ime.
Wow. Ime, Alter. Who remembers Ime Masterclass on Mirage every time?
Walk up from A, and now Heavy God trying to find out where Ime got off to. We hit 12 seconds. Fast move from Wonderful. Throwed off that lurk.
1v1 would be quadro kill for Ime. 7 seconds. Heavy God needs the kill. Doesn't have the time. Whoa! Peek at the perfect time.
Does it on his own.
He had 100 HP before that fight took place. 3 kills without taking any damage.
Sheesh.
We're sprinkling in a little star power today, aren't we, Navi? It's a nice version to see. Fast Tech 9 flood into A. G2's got answers, and that answer is pace. Electricity through A, trying to expose anybody on cross. Doesn't go as well as Navi would hope, and so difficult retake.
Guys,
to try to put in position.
Face versus Navi, filled arena, Simple versus Blade. Who will continue for the trophy?
The last few seconds on this retake,
sir, but they're going.
That's all on the line, guys. This major is literally it.
Himself tucked, great flashbang. Maltz actually gets a team kill to even help out Navi. Ime's locking it in versus the sandwich fight now.
2v2.
And the player from the corners crossed over to the other side of deep.
Okay, chill. We need to still make it to the arena.
With the Tech 9 flood on A.
Vladislav, thanks for the 5,
opening duels. They came out of Palace. They all swarmed.
Thank you, Bert.
One player left on the site, and the 4v5 retake fails. Nicely done from G2. It's a lot harder to win from that spot than people realize, even with a 5v4.
Legacy tweet,
don't care. Snacks. Charge him down.
Right now I don't care. I do care, but not right now.
Drop into the underpass doesn't go too well. USPs go swinging for the fences. And they don't get over it. Single kill.
I was watching a documentary earlier today. Putin has 2 sons.
So could be a tied half.
Wait, can I say that out loud?
G2 have their way with this final round.
Allegedly.
Yeah, no, anything goes.
really getting all too much done. Mob's only getting to the exit of underpass
Bro,
now.
it's hot as shit in my room right now, I swear.
Just walk back at those B
I
apartments.
can't wait to hit the US, bro. It's going to be a lot colder there, I think.
Eme's going to burn.
It's like 30 degrees right now, bro.
That's a great amount of damage. That's 50 off of him.
Sane Frog, thank for the 5 hearts in the chat, bro.
Play, the more that door towards sight remains open. JL's under a lot of pressure.
Nice, JL. Team kill, Mobs, team kills. JL double kills.
And Mobs gets another team kill. Luckily,
Another
Hunter is
team
able
kill.
to emerge out from the B app, so there is still a little life on this one. Bit slips up from Cat in between the two T's. And as they get off site,
Nice.
Bit finds his one.
Hardest 1v2.
Nah,
Hardest.
but the Trady, Hades
I do want Hardest to clash. I do like Hardest.
into the
GG.
wonderful cleanup. That is it. G2 post plant doesn't go too well. Fast moves from Navi. He's going to catch him off the 7-5
Nice,
off
Alta.
the back
7-5
of it.
half chat. I like that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
They're getting out pretty far here. Oh,
Okay,
nice find
Mobs
here
hits
from
it.
Mobs.
Yeah, JL
Ooh, okay, JL.
because of how close he
Hits
was.
him with the Honda peak.
Tries to go beyond
Nice.
it, gets himself a second.
One more.
JL is frying. 21 and 8.
Only player though so far this pistol to get a kill.
Oh,
Ime's gonna get himself a double as well. So
Ime
these are the
and
two
JL.
best performing players of
Bombs
Navi coming together. Still a gap in between them, but watch
JL
Snacks clutch this. Bombs over towards
21
ramp,
and 8.
Bottom connector player giving him all the
He's
info he
1v5ing.
needs. And Snacks goes hyper focused
More than
on it.
double the kills
Yeah.
of the
Is
second
he gonna
highest on his team.
expect them to have? He probably thinks this is JL, right?
I think so, yeah. JL comes back. Oh! He's able to finish it off. That little one
22 and 8.
gives Snacks a chance, but enough's enough, JL says. Second pistol in Navi's back
Enough
pocket.
is enough.
Yeah, it's just a great round from him and Imma. Obviously, the aim is just fantastic here. G2 got themselves into a good spot with Malta's first frag, the info as well. He knew that someone was right under him on stairs. Yep.
There's a lot of deaths on his behalf.
Did you have beef with him at some point? Bro, no.
Still time to recover, though.
Never.
We learned that with Simple out of the gate back versus
I
Mongols.
did talk it out with him, bro.
4-kill first half into his best series in a phase jersey. JL, though, tip of the spear, weaponizing his form. Wonderful, and Alexi start cleaning up the bodies inside of the B site, getting a little nuts here versus Mobs.
I don't think I have beef with any
SMGs
player.
and whatnot. Bomb plant
Oh, just part of the
uncontested.
game, you know?
Hades, go ahead and save that.
Device did unfollow me
Or
since I
not.
started trash talking
Ime actually
Astralis,
gets the kill
though.
off Catwalk.
Which is fair
And
play,
that's
which
four
is fair
standing
play.
for Navi with a 4-round lead.
What's up, Nico? Stop.
Ah, there it is.
I can't get that picture out of my head, bro.
Completely vacant A site. So in on that ladder control for the Maltz Eagle. I thought they were going to try to take the fight to top mid before Navi had all their pieces in place, but they really just wanted ladder and held. And Bit finds the open road, but hang on now, because a couple of kills and they think they could still just take this B. There's the Deagle that they tried to set up, now succeeding. JL's starting to get
Let's
a
not
little
lose against
crazy.
pistols, bro.
And as Ime catches Mobs to make
Shit,
sure
is
that
Hooksy
the
gonna
gun
stay on
can't be
Astralis?
picked up
No, right?
off Alexi's dead body. Bomb planted A, all's good.
I want him, like, back.
I mean, it looked like JL wasn't even really putting effort behind those wall
Ooh,
bangs.
imagine
Yeah.
reunited with Nikodos.
He was right about the
That
general
would be
direction,
so
that's for sure. So,
cute.
all 5 deaths again here, making sure there's no saves for the CT side.
Up quickly shifts positions with the M4, taking over the B site instead as Hades. Mobs peeling away. Ime tries to find that fight. Nade. Gets him. Snacks finishes it off, and Hunter gets his. So 5 versus 3, looking comfortable for G2. Activates Bit on the A site walkout. His headshot's swift. Meanwhile,
This
Mobs
is
able
kind
to
of scary, not
contain
gonna lie.
the
Remember what
A
I told
site.
you?
Still needs
Blade
to deal
taking
with
a molding
mid
timeout.
eventually. How do Alexi and
Then we're
JL
scared.
get back into this round with 40 seconds?
Roster changes in the back of our head.
I don't know how, to be honest. I mean, they're spotted here
It can
inside of
still
minnows.
spiral very,
CTs
very
close
fast.
by. Maybe that's one way. Uh-oh, that's a bit of
Nice,
a mistake.
Alexi.
A little smoke fade.
And I know that's going to be supported.
These kinds of moments, these fights
Alexi
that G2
1v2.
think they can sign up for.
Can the finish
24
leader
seconds
clutch?
remain. You know that offers over
20
towards the B
seconds,
site
has
at
the
one
bomb.
point or another.
Position
And he still
known.
waits for it.
Hardest
Gets
misses.
a chance to best Hades.
Let's
And now
Alexi
it's Hunter
sneak in.
instead
Hardest
inside
repeats.
of the jungle. Hades
Misses.
loses that ankle. Alexi fighting for the bomb site. He's got to dive in behind triple, and he gets there.
No
bomb
spam?
is planted. Spam misses. Both players come out. Alexi gives it over to Hades one too many times. That's a disrespectful jump.
Maybe the line. I do need to go to the barber. Scheiße. I need to go to the barber before
It
America.
confirms the position, but it's Malbs to get the kill. Damn, down the ramp, huh?
Or do I go in America at the
another one
airport
on
to the
Alexi.
barber?
Let's go, Bulbs.
Just 2 frags through smoke. I mean, the ramp smoke looked like it was fading, but that one in middle, that is Alexi dead trying to get up onto catwalk.
$100 bucks in America? You're trolling, right?
So his job of joining up with the bomb in apartments made that much more difficult.
I pay like 20.
25 on the clock.
Yep, just gotta be snacks.
It's 16 and then some
He's ahead of
tipping.
the 2 with the bomb and has support over on Arch. You see this angle from Hades?
100?
That should keep Ima out of the action. Molotov goes
Chat, is
beyond.
there a difference between a barber
12
and a
seconds,
salon?
They still haven't gone, and they don't like
I've
the
never
odds of
went
it
to
all.
a
They don't
salon.
like the look. They got the heebie-jeebies.
Do I try that?
Slide over. So 7 rounds secured for G2 and a push.
Do they get
from
creative
Snags.
and
Does
shit?
he go further?
He can try to run at this if he wants to, but I mean, they're pretty far tucked
Don't.
now.
And they'll get to save. 3 rifles held onto here by Navi.
I remember Casual.
hadn't
He
convinced
revealed his
themselves
haircut
that
and
they were
it
gonna
was
break
chopped.
through this round.
And then Chat said you should have went to a salon.
Oh,
gotta
it's
see
both
it,
through
yeah.
smoke. Okay. And this one? Oh, hell yeah. That's got to be such a good round for Malbs because it's just the sort of kill where your intuition rewards you.
Yeah.
And in a game where you're already struggling statistically like he is,
What will
he
they even
needs
do with
that
your hair?
reminder.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
I mean, you
ingredients to
compared
cook
him
with here.
Simple, and he's looking for that bounce
Time
back
to
on
get
CT
creative.
side. That's how you do it, man.
Hey.
Smokes aren't walls.
Wonderful.
Did it with a FAMAS too. Great control.
Afro? I wouldn't mind an afro.
Nade in 4D. Tags up Wonderful and JL. That'll do wonders for the FAMAS and the 2 A1Ss still out there.
Looks like Navi just aren't expecting that to happen again. Coming back in a similar fashion.
Adis.
Pop up Wonderful.
Nice.
Hades in the
Wonderful.
background. They know Heavy God's locked in this corner. He slides out, mischance from Wonderful. A
Whoa.
USP
Big
damage.
damage.
Unbelievable that Alexi's dropped down to 1 point of health here.
Nearly
He may die
died.
to a flashbang.
Took way too long to get him out of that corner. Smoke grenade into jungle is going to cut off vision for Malbs. Not that it stopped him in the round prior.
No spam
Don't
in.
team
They're
kill
looking
Alexi
for the CT
accidentally.
rotate.
Oh, Alexi, 1 health
1 HP
gets
plant.
away with
Wow.
that plant. My God. Now he's going to get that op off site.
Alexi.
Goes to hold over for the ticket jump up. Frag grenade to expose the smoke. Nobody home. Not that he can see, but they
No.
are indeed now already contesting with this site.
1 HP
Eyes
clutch.
over towards connector. Eman reveals himself, and Alexi's only working
Eman.
with that 1 health, 1 HP on this.
Alexi,
off.
Alexi,
Snacks
1 HP.
Down to the last second, sticks it all the way through. Great cover offered by Hunter as G2 closed that gap to only 2 rounds now.
That's
He saw the
excellent.
-99.
Heavy God gets a little, like, I don't know if he's frustrated or just excited because
I think excited.
he got those kills in the beginning of the round, did that damage to bring Alexi down to 1
That's
HP.
class.
And it's off the pre-fire. He's in such a compromised spot with his teammate dying first, and he still comes up with so much. So yeah, man, the G2 CT side's actually very formidable.
Vamos. Malbs, Alter. Guys, look at JLKD, bro. And smile. Richtig. WhatsApp Nico. That's a classic. Peace MR, thank you for the raid, Burr. Hope you had a nice stream.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, that's not the thing to do, man. That's jail time.
Missed window smoke from JL at the
What?
major.
JL time.
No, it's calculated, bro.
Major?
We make them think that
Stage
we are
3?
already like on A and
2-1?
pushing and that it's a fake smoke.
When you
You
lost
smell
this
me?
many rounds in a row.
Like,
NA, we used to do this though. You miss it on purpose and you go B.
Yeah,
right.
And it brings all CTs to mid.
Oh, okay.
So they think it was an accident.
Well, when in America,
yeah.
miss smokes on purpose, folks.
Wanji in the chat. Wanji, I hope you're doing well, bro.
Call it flavor.
I was watching your stream.
Under pressure, but well supported by Hunter, or so he was.
Nice shell.
There's that deadly Desert Eagle from JL.
Ooh, he's gonna steal
It's a
bench
1 and a
away.
half.
There's a few more Deagles around JL's. They know damn well where Snacks is up to. They're not going to forget about him. In fact,
Okay.
Wonderful gets the headshot. It's 2 low players in Wonderful and JL.
20 seconds, Burr.
There's
Wonderful.
no HE, so a bomb plant could go down.
Even picks up Snacks as M4, tries to get a chance at the window fight. Malbs leaves it out
Hit
there.
anything.
Heavy God, he goes down, and there's the recovery for G2. So they lose
No,
the site in the
Nikita,
end.
the Mongols need you
Snacks
tomorrow.
getting lost in that smoke. It's a one-round
I do keep it
game
real.
now. Bada bing, bada boom.
How many people live on Hawaii? Hawaii
Soon,
seems
it's going to be the mid-swing out for
crazy.
NAVi. Trying to get
but
Ema
probably
out on
overran
fast.
with
Hunter
tourists,
just
no?
sitting back on Cat. No missed window from Alexi. There's the fighting con. Second layer almost gets the trade, but Ema, 16 health enough to stand. Hunter gets active off Cat, and Alexi holds that one back. So the man advantage held onto by NAVi. Op shot missed by Hades. His hands in the air in disbelief.
4v2.
Heavy God stands here with no support as Snacks is over towards that B site, op in hand.
Alexi has to make a giant rotation all the way around through ramp
This
at
is
30
it.
seconds, but that's Navi time. They're pretty comfortable doing so. G2, no, this could come in slowly.
Not a classic Navi fumble, please.
Position to actually fight.
This would be, remember what I was talking about? 4v2, if we lose around like this, then it's GG.
With the op.
Tries to take a deep angle. He's not going to find anything.
Nice bit.
Great cover, because Heavy God would
Snacks
have had
has
that
to save.
Panther exposed. Snacks will return a kill back the other way.
No HE's
Texas
coming in.
barbecue.
But they're so close to hunting this op down. They'll grab it.
Ah,
11th
boom.
round, 5 dead here for G2. But man, they've done such a good job of building up a bank account. I think they're still going to be okay. Got that ticket spot again from Hades.
When did you
Doesn't
ever
have the
meet
gun he
Simple
wants.
IRL? Only very shortly in China.
But
He arrived.
Vods and Heavy God have been
He was
studs
with
on the A side
Falcons
individually.
still, right? He came out of the van.
Smokes, they can block off Palace, but Bit for now still has vision.
I went in, dabbed him up,
Utility out to clear corners.
had a short jab.
Can the
I was
Hades
about
do
to go back
anything
to the
here?
airport. Like, we
He's
just got
already
eliminated and
softened
he
up to
arrived.
67. Still trying to hold on.
It's
though,
crazy.
default.
It was the perfect dab, by the way, Chad.
And Mobs combined.
Just to
It's a
add
double
on to
man
Simple's
advantage.
aura.
They put a
The
smoke
perfect
CT
dab.
in front of
The
this.
perfect
3v5
flop.
post plant for
First time
NAVi
meeting.
to try and
Crazy.
fend off the retake here to secure that
I couldn't believe it.
all-important 12th round win. JL's got the flashbang. Only piece of util here for NAVi.
For him, it's normal, apparently.
Can he run out of ammo?
That's weird, though. They peel off sight.
3 on 3.
That bomb planted in the middle of it all. Mob's good trying to get it going. Jumps up down to 5 health.
JL.
He knows he's got JL pinned in this corner. Teammates trying to help out. Wonderful gets
1v2
his
JL.
JL still fighting.
Man of the match,
One
30
player
kills
left
already.
up in front of him. Knife out. Unbelievable.
No kid, okay. Heavy God went for it because he knew he didn't have it. That made no sense, bro.
And he can
That's what I do in
barely
Premiere.
believe it.
Oh, man, a kid. It would have been a
Oh
nice.
my god,
it
Heavy
would
God
have
is so
been
boss.
10 rounds for G2, but hey, they didn't have the money. It wasn't
He
like they
went
were all
for that.
rich and didn't decide not to buy him. My goodness, the way that ends.
Jesus. If he had
JL
a
actually
kid,
does a fantastic job up
imagine.
until that moment. And to be honest, just is out of ammo, so. But like, look at this, how much pressure he put on CT before the retake can come in. Once you throw that missile smoke out, you're really
That's
hoping
so
that you can start to
crazy.
scale. And every time they tried, JL kept spamming.
Pro smiles.
The odds were so against
Mark,
them.
how are you single? I don't know, bro.
Not a well-performing team,
I-
but they won
It's by choice,
game
bro.
by game until they lift that
It is what it
major
is, bro, you know?
Yeah,
So
and
you could be sitting here in Austin watching this and feel not
There's
all
just
too inspired by NAVi.
so little
That's
time
fine.
nowadays
It's the
for me,
same
bro, you know what I
formula
mean? Like-
that got them the major win.
yeah. And then JL
I focus on the
was
Counter-Strike for
MVP,
now, bro.
And they really, Emma just had a terrible event. Emma's so much
50
better
seconds.
than he was back then.
Well, may not be over just yet because Mobs finds the first one out middle. Heavy God clips Bit. 3v5 demanded of them now. There are chances to grab better guns out mid.
That's tech.
Scout shot leaves a bit of open space for the T's to cross out, but then Hades draws that line in the sand,
1v5.
and this one
Bro, I
very
need a
quickly
regional side. It's
fizzles
30
out for
degrees in my room.
NAVi.
Actually, pretty expensive round here.
Throws himself through the flames
Wow.
and opens up
Nice
shop. First kills found on A.
Big nade,
Got a
though.
whole pack of players right behind it. Ime's already found a second. JL did a bunch of heavy lifting. Ime right here trying to be the showstopper on Mirage. Hunter slides out from Ticket.
Oh,
Not
that
the
nade could
best
finish
of
him.
sprays.
He
Now
eats
the
that.
pistols take their
1
place in the
HP!
front. And Ime hanging on by a thread, a single point of health. Him and Bit disengage from A with no bomb. They swap rifles. And it's Bit's
No
chance
bomb, though.
to try to go
Oh my
head
god.
on. He'll spray down what was left of Hades.
That's
This is the
actually
golden
got it.
AK.
34 health
If they
combined for
win.
NAVi. 2v2 remains.
They're playing it as a gauntlet. The peek
Oh!
another
No way.
decapitation. 12 health between the two of them.
I'm
and Hunter's
sorry.
wondering, how is this possible?
Imagine
This
your Hunter
AK
right now.
is going to get an ace.
I think I would be
Did you
nervous.
think that you had the grounds
does
to
have
peek
the bomb,
Bit sitting down
But
at the
Bit
base
is
of
wrapping
ramp?
around through middle.
No armor for Bit. hits the headshot. Big reposition as well, back around towards middle. They're going to try to pinch control for the bomb. There's never been a chance for Ema to get a gun, despite all the kills that have gone down. Highest performing player for G2 in Hunter, tucked deep in jungle, is going to give them a bit of space, and he will finish off.
Ema needs
now
the
with
one
25 on that clock, a deagle
Ema!
shot. Whoa. Not one, but two.
Because he survived with 1 HP.
It off, 4 kills from it, and a deagle to
JL
end.
30 bump in
NAVi.
regulation, by the way.
Just enough.
We are back.
Nades into the back of
Dumao,
B.
I got you tomorrow
There's
if
a
you
lot
play
of people
against Mouse.
home. They're just not peeping out the windows just yet. You step on the front lawn.
I need you to
they're
shout
gonna
louder
start
than ever.
swinging. Unfortunately, though, for G2, they just don't have much to swing with.
Nice.
So, some gimmicky stuff here, trying to play around on
Next
the
round
smokes.
full by
JL's gonna tear
G2.
through
Look at the
them.
amount of kills on
Having
G2
the
and don't
stats,
smile.
Making the cash, doing what NAVi does. 5 players strong here versus pistol stacks in the B site. And you get nothing.
JL starting the game
How's
6-0,
playoff shaping
Alter.
up right now? Because
But shit, I
no
need to
matter who
reach
they
you
play
though.
against,
Well, I don't know about
Fuck.
that.
I mean,
Do I go now?
We don't
Bro,
know
there's
who
no
they're gonna play
breaks. There's no
against anymore.
breather, bro.
That's
There's no
else.
breather. You can't breathe. You go from
I think they could
simple,
be
you go to JL. What the hell?
well, then who would they lose
This
to?
is crazy, bro.
Mongols, okay.
I need some water,
Off
some
here on
fresh
middle
air.
holding.
It's very hot in my
And
room. Open
first
the window
shot's
for
good
a
out of
minute.
Hades. Had to wait a while to get these guns
Do I
going,
go now,
G2,
real
but
quick?
first kill is theirs for the taking.
13-0, $2,000 giveaway,
And they
by the
need
way.
kills because they still have
Where
4
I can
players
leave
with
during
0.
Navi game right now for
That
a
is
minute.
the first kill of G2's Anubis, and
nice
it
one.
comes with a second.
Hot shot.
They need me, bro. Navi's is good luck charm.
Iman burned away from camera, unable to assist.
They're missing a smoke here, or they're just waiting?
Oh, he walks it out, gets dinked in the process, so that's
Just that kill pushes the CTs back, though.
Yeah, but
This
check
allows
this
them to
out.
walk on site.
Look at this crawl underneath. Ooh,
Oh,
JL.
just from
Ooh,
JL.
Ooh, it's gross. Slips
7-0.
up next. He even hits the leg shot, so Hades
I
whittled down to
swear
36.
Navi is so
Mid-players
back.
low, they'll know that.
We
But
must
it's
be.
still a retake demanded of G2 with 2 players who have yet to frag.
Oh, I really need to
Hades,
read this up,
all
bro.
3 kills so
Guys, I
far
BRB
as
in 60 seconds,
Here's
bro.
the recovery out of NAVi. They
Wait.
gave over just enough space to get into that site.
1v1.
Mobs
Ema
finds
16
number
HP.
1
We've seen this
and
game
only
before.
has 16 health on Eman left to deal with. Bomb is not planted for middle. This is going to cause a
Could have
frantic
sticked
Eman
it.
come running down from camera.
Oh, the flash is too
IRL.
good.
Hits it the mark to perfection.
Oh, no.
He's got a kit though. He's gonna put
Now
that
comes the
flash up.
stick.
He's off of the defuse, but he hits the
Wins
headshot.
it.
Comes
Done.
back in
Okay,
with a
Mobs.
clutch. for
Guys, I'm BRB in
G2.
60 seconds. I need a quick
Clutch
read
out
result.
of
60
Mobs.
seconds
Very
starting.
Scary when he gets hit with that full,
You bet that
4
shit for
second
Navi while I'm
flash.
gone for 6 seconds.
You think
Starting
he'd
now.
lose all hope in the
Ah! Are we winning? Vamos. Mods, what the fuck is that? Guys, I have lunch
the
ready.
money's still
I have
great.
lunch. No cottage and cheese. We're eating fancy today, bro. We got chopped chicken. We got chopped chicken, bro. Some sliced chicken. I put it in the microwave, bro, so it's like nice and warm. Mmm. Oh,
Carries the spirit of the Kovac.
it's over.
The Solko batch.
Wow. Wow. It does smell like dog food, not gonna lie. It's good though. Hey, dogs also eat meat. Dogs eat good, to be honest. Meat, veggies. Probably eat better than some of you guys.
Still looking to approach it, even with all that damage done. Great flash. It looked like that was supposed to stop them. G2 thought, no way they just slam into all those nades, but Navi's timing catching them off again. And JL
no.
follows up with the further of the frag grenades. Middle has been bombarded to the favor of Navi.
Oh, with those
In
2
Lucid,
kills,
thank you
they're
so
gonna
much for
try to
hearts and
walk
chat.
in the middle. This
That'll
is
go towards the next
an
dinner.
early move from Mobs, though. They both immediately go to check their flanks, him and Hades. But they're going to kind of give it up. B becomes vulnerable. There's more way they can... I mean, honestly, both sides are pretty vulnerable right now. A side, in fact, totally open. This now becomes odds of Navi.
Did I miss
being able to
something
punish
crazy?
the
Yes or no?
exits
And
on
be
top
honest.
Win the round for free.
No
here.
rage bait.
if they play their cards
Crazy
right.
ace, crazy flick.
Anything Ima does from
Yes.
this point forward is just bonus.
He just locks off this exit,
Alexi
so if they
triple?
come in for the flanks afterwards,
Ooh, okay.
they've got everything covered.
Yeah,
Gel
this
9 and
is-
4 again.
Ooh, boy.
Remember,
This is looking
last
dire
map,
for G2.
30 kills in regular.
Opening kill from Hades, though, will help. Navi then stunned for a second.
Yeah, I guess.
Are they testing us? But no, there is no attempt at the retake whatsoever. This round win will be Navi's. The question that remains is how many players of G2 left standing?
Let's go, bro.
No. And now they can't even spam back in
wonderful.
mid.
Guys, if Navi... Alter. Guys,
Double long ace.
I thought
setup
about
is
this
done.
while I was
Good
rejuicing.
for G2 in the past.
this major,
They feel freed up to try to
so
take a
many
challenge.
cinema
Bit
outcomes are
happy
possible.
about that one. Just
Face
Todd said
versus
he got
Navi,
dead.
most cinema ever.
Another
Blade
speed up in
versus
middle
Simple.
'cause that
Simple
heavy got
versus
killed.
old Papi versus old fucking
Hades.
coach who went through
Over by
most
the
of it
bricks,
with
but
him.
Still hanging on to the A main control while Mobs has to deal
Face
with fire on his
versus
feet.
Spirit.
He peels back. They
Donk
would've heard
saying-
that bit of a burn. Good vision
Yeah,
for the tease, even
he's
with
not
Mobs
fully back
finding a
yet. You can't
headshot.
tell
It
he's
is
back.
a fast
They barely made it to
Ima
stage
trade,
2.
rapid
Bang!
action
And then
here
the
from
goat
Navi
humbles the new
to
goat.
cut down a B site and to push G2 into yet another extended save.
Face versus
I don't want to
Vitality.
have to do that, but what can you do? 2v4. 2v4, 1v4 now. Just Hades and his op, and
Apex versus Simple.
JL is looking.
Like, we're gonna get certified bangers,
that
bro.
op is not small, so.
I'm new to
last
Counter-Strike.
two
I love Navi.
exits have
Well,
been
you're coming right in time for their
unsuccessful
second
here.
era, Alter.
Navi try to hunt them down.
I mean, early on that
With this
offer
roster.
towards A site was
If you're
a
clueless, Navi, the
triple
only
kill
team
from
to has
Hades. They
ever
got a
made it to
retake going
all
for
the
Mobs
majors in
clutch.
Counter-Strike.
Buy comes in, obviously, behind
CSGO
it.
and
We
CS2.
are here on round 12.
Only organization to
Effectively
ever do
avoiding
it.
it
They
is a
always
great
adjusted
strategy
the
for
roster
Navi,
at the
so
right
watch
time.
it
It
weaponized,
never
you know,
fucked up
final
fully.
round of the half,
Always
if
made
Hades
it.
is the guy hitting shots like that in a
It's a
save,
stick up from Navi
unleash
for
him
every
a little.
major.
Mobs ends up finding a long-distance MP9 headshot for the first kill of round 12. G2 just need to convert a man advantage for a fifth on the half.
And he was on the other side of the gymnasium right there.
Ooh, Bit was thinking about it.
Is
Heavy
Jel
Guard doesn't
younger
get
than
his
you? I
challenge
think so,
just
yeah.
yet. That A main hold
I
now
forgot how old he
bolstered by
is.
Snacks.
He's like 25.
They go 2 A main, 2 in E box. If anything, there's some wiggle room for Emet to walk out B. But he's not getting active just yet. Wonderful's gonna walk this op in.
You kind of got to pick your spot and then pre-fire.
Friend, because I don't know his age, bro. I sometimes forget my own age.
Lands that. Trade's good. Second corner. Held on to here by Hunter. Emet's gonna get active. Great coverage from Hades on the other side. While
One
ball
before.
possession is there.
Bruh.
G2 take a fifth. It's not off the back of the... Okay, it's
Like
a hard
unapplied
charge
stickers.
into E-box. Wonderful feeling frantic. Dual Beretta.
Wah.
Rip 3 down. Turns it over. Assist from Alexi. It's a slaughter on the B site for Navi.
That's us.
The dually round of your dreams right
That's
there.
us.
I mean, Robs' 2-second ace, maybe a little bit better than that. Hard act to follow, but
Barely better.
yeah, barely better. My goodness.
Shreds
Meh.
heads on those first 3.
Rob style. Alexi stole the ace.
Yeah, you mentioned nice to see some star players pop out here for Navi.
Oh my god.
JL has some help.
Just because
Yo.
I'm going to celebrate Navi or G2, whoever qualifies for playoffs in this nature, but I want to see a little star power from Navi before the playoffs start.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
then
man.
there's no second chances, you know? On an individual level, you fall a little flat now. Worst case, go win 2-2.
Yeah.
I mean, we casted Copenhagen. Navi played bad in the Legends Age and then still qualified.
Yep.
You know, they barely got through. So, as cool as that is, you just don't want it to be every time.
You wanna see, for the Navi fans, a reason to believe that they could make another run happen here in Austin. Absolute freebie of a
Woziko.
conversion.
Chat. Before the major started, I was the most excited for this major, knowing what could happen. But the fact that it's actually happening, and maybe even over-delivering,
That bridge
jeez
smoke
Louise.
to find a vacant middle of the map.
Sasha
is
at the playoffs, bro.
definitely information for G2 to work with.
A lot of people thought it could not happen.
There's a lot of control that comes with this, flashing down through camera.
Where are Falcons?
Utility trajectory.
Yeah.
Let 'em know that there's an
I'm a
MP9
little bit
down
sad,
here.
but I'm
It's a one and done
happy
from
for the
JL.
Falcons
Hades
hate
holds on to the water.
Falcons hate
Alexi's gonna
watchers.
forget about the rugs drop. That player comes wide swinging back around for him. Snacks gets cleared out though. There's a lot going on right here.
Yeah, they
and it's
lost.
still
What?
to A. Wonderful with a bad incendiary.
Wait, Emma's going to catch him on the way back, but will he get the kill? No.
Had the 1v1. Hades has
Whoa, whoa,
a
whoa,
triple
whoa.
kill this round already.
What are we doing?
That's good awareness from Hades, man. I mean, Immo was in a spot so early.
Fuck, am I the only one?
Plagiarism till you
Simple
prove it.
drained me. I used all my energy, bro. It's NAVi.
Taking over middle.
It's NAVi game. What did Simple do to me, bro?
Vacancy. Nobody on the other side of these doors means
Holy
Mob's gonna
shit.
keep on creeping.
Mob's McDonald's.
Thing is, they're coming off of the back of a round where they found all of this for free, so
That AK is nice.
if he thinks that NAVi haven't adapted, he is dead wrong. Oh, but the
Wow.
headshot swift from Mobs.
Is such a barber sometimes, man.
Bahaba.
That was so swift.
That is a lovely kickoff for G2 to get the 5v4, considering this is just Mobs operating on his own out middle while we get the majority of the pack gearing up for the A commitment with Bomb.
Baba is like a
They're scared of
sculpture.
towards A. There's still 3 CTs
It's
here.
not like a
They
painter.
block for
A
the
painter
moment,
you
I
can
think,
always
to make sure
erase.
they can get rid of Maltz,
But a sculpture,
but
like-
he has already moved.
Like,
Changes
if you
positions,
cut,
but he's
it's
gonna
you
come
can't
back. He knows
replace
that
it
they're
anymore.
trying to clear him out. Oh, the wide swing gets punished. There's Mob's second frag. The players over on Fountain both
Respect to
fall
all the Babas out there, bro.
Mobs is yet to come down from camera. Smoke over towards main.
Not mine though, not
Bombs there.
mine.
They have to go now.
20 seconds. It all needs to be recovered. Mob's waiting for his third serving. Hunter
Okay,
right
okay.
behind him, and a Snacks 2K close.
Snacks Big Apple is
Okay,
back.
Snacks with the closer. He
Guys, it's okay, it's alright.
Close call on that one.
Oh,
Nearly
no,
a
it's
3v5.
equal, it's equal,
pulled
it's equal,
off
it's
by
equal, it's
NAVi,
equal.
but
Hold up.
Instead,
Alarm.
spiraling out of control and in pistols. Not pretty.
They
We need
call
to
they
win
don't
the
see
next
early
round, bro.
rush, which
At
is
all
what,
costs.
You know, their B attacks are going to look like sometimes, and they immediately start turning it over.
USP Eskin is
The
pissing me off on Emma.
default is
said it,
pretty
bro.
agnostic. We don't know what G2 are going to go into. You want to see them
Look
try
at
to
the
sniff
skin,
this
bro.
out,
Like the
though.
clown hair, like it doesn't
They
even
don't have
fit.
a MAC 10 to scout, but
Looks like a bush. Minute remaining.
coming late on the mid timing, and they're running actually, so this will be heard.
Trying to just catch somebody off guard. Hunter's AK could be up for grabs, but it's held on to for the most part. It was supposed
Wait,
to be.
it's
2v2.
That's the bomb control as well. Now, CTs don't grab any of the weapons, but my God, they've got G2 startled. Oh, it's going to find Jay. I'll try to jump
shot.
back through the bridge.
What
And
a
so
shot.
Bits, 1 versus 2, 4 health.
And they can take this bomb and now leave. They know both players
This
are
is
up
already
here,
a
right?
great
Bit-
eco from NAVi, Chad. We made it
Especially the way that
expensive.
they're
We
gonna
keep
leave
the economy in
guns.
check.
Wait, don't make this mistake here.
No,
Bit.
Hades is watching that smoke.
Oh.
Hades was watching that smoke.
Oh,
Our.
wow.
There's this one guy that keeps reminding me about the Skibidi Toilet that I still have to watch the new episode.
3 players B early.
He's been spamming it since yesterday. Materia 3, I see you, bro. Chill. I'm just as excited
Wonderful
as you are,
involves
bro.
duty here. Hades coming in. He's been the carry for G2 so far.
Wonderful.
Good timing on this.
Sir. Wonderful popped early.
Bro, watch it.
E-box under question
yeah,
here.
chill,
Snacks
chill.
trying to slide in behind the fire. He's got NAVi feeling pressed. They go for the push.
Nice.
Mobs gets the trade back, but
Nah.
it's JL with the double. Third piece in Hades.
9.
Here to help out.
I see
Off
double
of the
JL
back
kill, but the
of
rest
a
is all dying. Our
opening
teammates,
mid-kill.
our
They have
teammates.
to think about going back to A, right? Surely.
Hades met by Smoke, looking to be the hero here of round 18. He's concerned about a flank. They don't actually know if there's some sort of weird timing, but
Bit
Bomb's
on
starting to
op.
get
Can
out of here,
bit
but it's
op.
also waiting. Maybe NAVi are going to doubt themselves and start to walk back, but yep.
there's the departure.
Yep, indeed.
can
Snacks
catch
is
this
there. We need
mid-kill,
to kill
though, on
Snacks for free.
Snacks.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is actually a
See Bit
chance
going
for,
back.
for
Timing?
G2,
Alexi?
honestly.
Smoke grenade goes down. Snacks looks the wrong way.
No.
Has another nade in hand.
Alex made noise.
Ooh, fight on the smoke. Still Alexi on 46. 20 seconds. That bomb is going to end B. There is
This
no
is
doubt
bad.
about that. It is Bit with an off. Misses his chance on the E-box player. Won't get
All
a
right, and now
second
Blade is gonna be
shot
mad.
off, and so Heavy God
It's
hits
chopped.
him in between the eyes. Alexi B's position, well known with that duel he had against Snacks. It needed to be Bit. He had 2 shots on the op, both miss, and so G2 tie up on this T side early.
Obviously only a hobby for a bit.
Now
You're not
it's
gonna
an hour
see that
ahead.
very often.
Guys,
I'm
are we
sure he
actually gonna
almost
throw
wishes he had
this?
a rifle in that spot.
Call me crazy, but
Good flashes, but missed chance from Alexi.
It'll be hard to get that gun back too. Good find
it
for
out there.
G2.
oh, that's a joke.
Floating in front of him.
That I felt like I was watching myself. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Oh my god.
Slowly pulling apart NAVi, slowly establishing a lead in this game.
Nice.
That's what's on the line here as they control the attempt from Bit. to get back into the action where Alexi started this round. This CT side is starting to drop into a free fall. It was a pistol, it was a conversion, and there's been nothing ever since. NAVi don't get a single kill on this one. G2 starting to hit hard. Knocking on the door of this A site. Full force G2 to attack A.
Opens up the smoke.
Wonderful. You
Bang, gets it. What a play.
Kicks it off with a headshot on Snacks.
4v5.
The site under wraps here for G2. Molotovs come from beyond it.
Don't be scared, guys. Don't be scared.
Zero flank
You
in
are
position
better.
here for NAVi. It's going to have to be the 5v4
If you play
retake,
full focus.
barreling
Wow,
out from
200,000
storage
kills.
and through camera. Tease, there's no more smokes here. This camera smoke is eventually going to fade, and then NAVi are going to try to smash themselves against this bomb site. Few grenades to try to loosen up the hold.
Bit.
Hades starts to come back from main.
Nice.
Bombs past the halfway point.
No.
There's the rebuttal.
3-on-3, 2v3. 1v3,
And
Imme.
the Bricks player's the last one up. It's Ime to try to force this. But time's on their side. A 2-round lead as G2's T side is the answer.
Right underneath their nose was Mal.
Turns
11
out G2
11
have
to 9.
another 2-man army.
2 MP9s, 3
Malbs and
Deagles.
Hades. Early on, they were the only sign of life for G2.
Locking.
They have held on to that form.
I'm scared, chat. Did we only
They've
win map
sure
number
as
1
hell
because JL had
held
30
on to
kills?
the momentum of this T side.
Like,
that is 6
what if he
rounds
doesn't?
straight.
Bro, like, we need to win as a team, bro. We can't just have a star player and then,
Again,
like,
NAVi trying to be
win every
disruptive
second time,
outside
like,
of the
hello.
B site, but it's a passive Hades who does not miss shots at the moment. Hasn't always had a chance in some of these rounds.
Bomba.
And that's where NAVi were so effectively just avoiding
What?
him back in the first half. That's how they ended up getting the rounds they did
Fuck, I can't shout. It's late.
when nobody else really had it online. But this T side is starting to turn into a bit more of a Malbs highlight.
This one's a little scary, though. 30 seconds, actually. It's very scary. Oh, my goodness, G2. What have you done with the round?
Okay.
These are those moments where we kind of
Stickers.
criticize G2. These are the chances that NAVi have to pull it out of the hat. Eagle shot from Wonderful.
Gets a double.
Turns it up to the player top ledge. Now the pressure's on. Hades is out of the round. Malt's still alive. Heavy God catches one over towards Bridge. How does he get in? He needs help. There's only 5 seconds to spare.
8 seconds.
The player on jail's got a back turn too. Malbs
That hurts so
rips
much.
it from
8
their
seconds.
hands. G2 will
That is
play
one of
with
the
your
most tilting rounds
heartstrings.
we've seen in a while.
Head spinning.
What's the
After Malbs unravels that one with 8 seconds on the clock. Bit burned down by half HP. He's got to just reel back into the site. They're going to let Hades have this early angle. Just waiting for somebody to make a move. Any kind of an
Inferno.
assistance to come out from that temple should get its wings
NAVi on
clipped.
Inferno.
Should. But last round, we also saw G2 play around with the clock to a point where your faith in them started to waver.
Yeah, they took a long time.
And they're kind of doing that same thing here as well, but they've still got Malbs in the action. 40 seconds is plenty of time. Far more than what they had to work with last round.
Fun.
Malbs slips down off of the bridge. Into E-Box he'll go, and his tear is not stopping. Surpasses Hades with these 2 kills. To 22 frags goes the Guatemalan. And as he sits inside of E-Box, that bomb's gonna walk across the bridge. They are still, again, playing with a dangerous amount of time. But if
15
they head
seconds, what are they
A, this is
doing?
their round for the win.
Punish them.
Malbs is just going to try to keep everybody busy on the opposite side of the map. And as they
Bombay.
go sprinting down into a vacant A-bomb site, the retake is on for NAVi.
And they know it has to be a plant here. They're going to try to find wherever the mid lurker is. Hunter waiting.
Here's the approach. Sits pretty on the wall. Nobody there to trade it. Wonderful gets Hades, though. And Heavy God's position's going to catch them both off. That is 8 rounds straight out of G2 on a T side, facing a NAVi with a map 1 win. We go the distance in this one. It's playoffs in Austin on the line.
I have to go instant. South, north. Sudan. Oh, scheiße, that may be a bad guess.
Good Inferno close. Two legendary Counter-Strike
I don't know.
organizations on a legendary Counter-Strike.
Please be Sudan. Please be Sudan.
Need to miss.
Peek around from Snacks.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. What?
Feeling confident going for a fight like that.
He's stream sniping.
Heavy God has to forego a bit of control.
Am I only playing against snipers?
39 damage of a teammate for JL to have to handle. Hades gets his. Then he eats that flashbang. Hunter's just going to go for the hide behind.
NAVi needs to win.
Fox is on site. Do they let their guard down?
Yes,
One
they do.
over top
Does
of
nobody
Breakout
play this
gets
game mode?
found out. Luckily for NAVi, Alexi has
2v1
that
we're winning.
instant answer. Now, Snacks has already started with one from Banana.
That was
once
me,
upon a time.
GG's.
Do
Yeah,
they
you're getting
think he
banned, bro,
flanks
for that
mid?
last guess.
Or does he cheat his way through
Promo
the
ban,
smoke? Yo, he emerged at the right time, but he missed his chance to kill Alexi and get away from that pit angle, so it is NAVi with a T-side pistol win.
I'm too.
Already down bottom middle, this MP9 gets wild. Scout was hoping for a target a little sooner. Hades goes down, and God gets aggressive up into the apartments. Is this going to be Ema to try to dodge that? But it's not just one, it's two players up in the apps. And so they catch him off guard. Malb's getting aggressive like that, throwing himself in between the T's. This force buy could work. Another challenge over onto the arch side, helping hands on all directions. And this is only wonderful now. 1v3 with bomb.
Winning the pistol.
Nowhere near this site, though.
I
Nothing.
think when Ema got by,
if you lose
obviously
the
can't see
follow-up.
the full map, but it felt like going B with the split from
We
Ema
just
made
lost the follow-up.
sense. But I think from Alexi's perspective, he needed some support.
Is this next
There's
generation
not a lot of
chopped?
upsides with Inferno. Some
Like, people
would
who are
say,
in their
but
20s,
I would
do they
say
have
the
jobs?
ability to pull off half-buy rounds like this.
I mean, has to be,
makes
right?
the
Like,
map
the world
special.
has to keep going.
You have a little bit of utility. It can get very scary. The CTs don't play for info, and G2 don't play for info that often.
Hades gets wind of what's going down. Gets a chance to reposition into library. Snacks is going to need some help, I feel like. It's good damage done.
Chat, the
Snacks
world
doing a
has
good
an
job of
oversupply
just
of people that
dodging
want to
this
make
one.
it big, no?
And you know there's somebody else
That's a
still
crazy
towards
statement, but I've
library
heard that
that's
somewhere.
now that all that's left
Everyone's
is this
studying, but we
NAVi
also
three-player
need,
banana
like,
push. Malb's going to beckon them in. Come and get it.
Like,
Drops JL in the process.
how do you say,
and kicks the Galil over. That gets
like
swept
technical
away.
jobs.
Nice.
No problem. Triple kill from Snacks. This is one of those fancy European 20 speed setting blenders.
G2 win this game, they're never going to pay for a boot camp again.
G2 win this game, they're never going to pay for a star player again.
Mobs McDonald's with a double.
Say, yo, Mario, you got any friends?
Meet my friend Luigi.
Yeah.
Lol.
Oh, really nothing for NAVi in this one, huh? A little bit of damage for Hunter to have to stomach. That is it. MP9 makes a bit of extra cash for the road, and G2 just sailing through NAVi at this point. JL's going to be signing up
So
for
why
every
does it have to
single
be
banana
Inferno
fight
last map?
all
Chat, I feel like
map
Navi's
long.
map pool is
Attack,
too slim.
defense, doesn't matter. He will
Who
be
smells
here.
me type 1? Like,
He will
it's
try
too
to
slim,
hunt
bro.
you down.
Our train
And
is
if you can
chopped.
tap into the ability that he showed
Inferno.
us on map 1.
Really
G2
chopped.
could have a hard time holding
Like, it's
him
an upper
back.
battle on Inferno, bro.
Second kill from JL.
Every round is
Just
we
gets
play
in
for our
with the
lives.
duels, no grenades for him to throw.
No
just
easy rounds.
straight up fights, wins both, flashes to follow suit, and a rotation from CT spawn with a nade to almost give Hunter an angle.
He is so good at focusing in those very confusing moments. When there's flashes and nades and everything,
Beautiful info.
JL, it feels like that's where he stands
Right,
out
jump
from
time.
other players. We've seen him play Inferno once this stage. It was that game versus 3D Max, and he absolutely saved the day.
Yeah, I like that assessment. He's somebody who can really block out the noise.
Yeah.
Chat, I'm not kidding when I said it, bro. He
Very
keeps
comfortable
going.
chaotic moments.
Materia, you need to chill, bro. Watch episode after game,
Good
please.
on
When
him,
are you gonna
'cause
watch
that double
episode
kill is
79,
what got
Ohne?
NAVi this
I watched
round.
it. I just want to see his reaction.
up B side.
Oh, yo!
Team is
Hey,
somebody
hey!
getting
Oh my
exposed on the
god!
cross. They
First
were
spam
cautious about
Skibidi
it.
gets a knife. Chat spam
It's
episode
like a
79.
five-strong
Chat, we have to watch it,
situation
bro.
here for NAVi as they take a second
Oh.
round win.
What?
3, 2.
Horror game of Skibidi. Ohne watch episode 79. Episode 79 is out. This is on
See
a
him
whole
kind
nother
of
day.
revving his engine before he goes for this peak.
Ohne, are you going to watch 79? He got timed out.
And understanding how
Ohne, episode 79 is out. This is another day. Episode 79. This is his 5th ban. Oh my god. Guys, what does VIP give you?
Who's called this one?
Now he's locked. I'm locked too, bro. Chat, how long is the episode? I will react to it afterwards. Fuck it.
Taz.
Like, I want to watch it anyways. It's only like 10 minutes, right? It's not a season, it's just an episode, right? 7 minutes. Okay, so like a 1 hour reaction. Got it.
Gets Liquid out of that dire position.
It's a popular anime.
But alas, they're gone. And here's Hunter letting them cross over on Arch.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, kind of disrespecting the fire there. Alexi, feet on fire, goes running
Why are you
towards
laughing,
the bomb
bro?
site. Hunter actually ends up chipping away at him from the library door. Heavy God's under pressure. His
Nice.
SMG hits the ground.
Probably 3
Snacks
bras,
is
huh?
going to try to fight out from Arch, but
my
no,
God.
sir, not this time.
We can win.
NAVi get their teeth in on that A site.
We
Dig deep
can
with the
win.
jugular. Felt like Alexi, of all people, just really threw all the caution out the
Great
window.
calls.
Yeah,
Great
he
calls.
had one moment of freedom to turn the corner on Arch, and then he realized, well, now they're just behind on timings. Let's wrap the site.
Chat,
They
am
don't
I allowed
have
to
to
watch
fight
Mr.
mobs
Bean
here.
on stream? I want to watch Mr. Bean.
Avoid B entirely. They all get their very good off angles and get their feet planted. 4v2 in the end.
No.
One
What
of
it
the
says it will
faster
make
rounds
you
we'll see
sad.
from
Oh,
NAVi here on
nine,
Inferno.
Materia. Materia, how old are you, if I may ask? Chat, number 1 Skibbity Toilet Enjoyer keeps asking to watch it. I'm guessing 16. 23. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Chat, Skibbity Toilet, people underestimate it, bro. Simple drained me,
Nice
bro.
one.
Just a solid shot.
Yeah, they went in off a flash, but it didn't hit his mark at all.
30 seconds.
But they, again, like,
Chat,
they
today
have
is Saturday,
all of
right?
Banana to themselves. They
Am
can
I
put
allowed
exec off of this if they want
to
to,
turn
and
on my
that's
ice cream
enough,
machine
and
at like
G2
1
are
a.m.?
not moving. So even though G2
I have a
got
Ninja
this
Creamy. I want to make
first
protein ice
kill,
cream like after this. But it's the loudest
could
thing
still
you've ever
very
heard. It's like a jet
easily lose.
engine. But it's Saturday.
18 seconds, and Navi got to go.
Playing with that clock's a dangerous
It's okay.
game. 10 seconds left. This fire's still
It takes like
burning.
5 minutes with the
Flashbang's gonna make it
respin
very
to make it more
awkward.
creamy.
Oh my god, they don't even pull the trigger.
Whoa.
The neighbors
That
hate the
is
respin.
a failure and a half out of NAVi.
Oh boy. And they might die after time. They don't clear this though. Oh, ho, 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 ho. What has happened here to Navi?
We have not seen a round like that.
Yeah.
Scary sign.
All of us, Blade included.
It's all good if you fix it, but scary sign.
The players are human beings
Great
too,
sign
bro.
if you're G2. Not even get tested in that last one. Trying to lean down middle at the moment as we see the nades pop over on Banana. And Hunter is getting away with quite a lot of space here. Off holding for the wide swing. Pit and JL.
Nice jail.
Bomb.
That's 2 kills, but Hunter is still in a
Bomb gets
powerful
behind the smoke.
position.
Oh.
Trying to chase
No,
it.
that's
He'll
bomb.
drop the bomb. And it's kind of
Blade
awkwardly inside of the
will
smoke as well.
slam
Can they
the
scoop
table
it back up?
if we
A
lose
dink
this.
on a jumping Alexi. Hunter has 4 players still to deal with. They are all low. One of them's behind
pushing.
him, but he gets past that.
This is
He
a
has the
crazy
biggest
move.
balls ever.
Is he
He's
just gonna die off this though? We'll
JL
see.
still picking up kills everywhere else. Hunter,
Don't block him.
line up in the corner. He
Gets
gets
the double.
another 2 kills. The bomb
Hardest
can
one
get picked
B2.
up, and it's going to be Hades left on the opposite site. They go scrambling back to
Bit
A.
and
Yeah,
Alex
they heard
low
the
HP.
op shot, so I mean Hunter gets 3 kills on this round, but JL's 2 are obviously a little bit more impactful at the top of Banana. So the flank comes down.
Well,
It's
this
a
takes
good
it
try.
slow, though.
I don't know if Hades
Too
is
slow.
gonna go for this, but Alexi
You
and
may
Bit
not know
are
that
low.
they're both low HP. Yeah, Jame time.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh my
look like
God.
it.
Chicken jockey.
Man, that's the kind of round that, you know, it's going to make your skin crawl if you're NAVi.
Oh my God.
Everybody was low, stuck up inside Banana. Somebody's gone missing in the middle of that. And that's crazy, too, because when Bit flanks bottom middle and he doesn't see anybody, it's either Hunter's hiding in one of the cubbies
Oh!
waiting for the mid
I
flank.
hope that thing fucking
Or,
dies. It's not
guys,
a jockey,
he's
it's just a
standing in that
chicken, guys.
smoke.
That
I
thing
mean,
can fucking die.
Alexi
And land up
literally
on my
saw him.
plate, please.
Jumped over the half wall.
I wouldn't mind some extra dinner.
The fact that
You
2
got
players in the
big
corner
Chop it
get
up
clipped by him.
and grill it.
Again, they weren't working with a lot of health, so it made Hunter's job a little easier.
Thanks, chef.
Banana retake util comes out from G2. Will they actually come clear it? Looks likely. Ooh, they eat a nade on the approach. That's not ideal for
Nice.
Maul.
The
Good
nade
grenade.
again. They missed it on the
Jell, I
pistol as
swear to
well.
God, this
Look how
is
much
amazing.
damage they missed out on.
Still gets a kill. Half health there for Malbs.
Yeah, wants to
CT
refract. No.
Big move from Snacks. Signing up for
3v5.
that fight. Takes JL down a peg. Look at the health that's left for the QB defenders that decided
so
to sign
low on
up for
B.
what they didn't know was a 2 versus 4 on Banana.
Bit making lots of noise.
Really good job making damage happen while that util gave them.
Okay, so they're gonna try this now. It was a 4v5 last time they wanted to go B. They have car. But this time there's a 3rd guy in the site. They're gonna go earlier, but it's a harder defense.
30 seconds.
Guess the two guys are pummeled down.
Over the top. Molotov not
Is
making
that
it
smoke without a gap?
Positions holding strong. Maltz down low.
Nice.
Stacks though. Keeps himself crouched.
In the
Crazy
1v4.
turn from Ema, but the helping hands of Hunter get this one over the line with 3 still alive, and it's a G2 5-4 lead.
Meanwhile, NAVi, you can see expectations all over their faces.
They took a Regis, so we're losing. Nice one.
Hades gets popped trying to go for the mid peak. This is an open door for brackets. That's what NAVi might be thinking, but it is still a crossfire between Heavy God and Hunter. Susceptible to the balcony hit. Malb's trying to get something going on
Gel vs
B.
Malbs.
You know you've got JL locked in, so
Gel on the Galil.
Critical
The weaker weapon.
And Malbs is going to win the duel. He does it with losing only 40 health. They'll take over apartments in the process, but at that same time, G2's peeled back into sight. So now the balcony is not free for the taking. Bit missed that timing. Still gets the kill and reopens the possibility. Hunter punches in from side of short. Stacks from
just
the
this gun side.
Active after he held back Bit, but unfortunately for G2, it's not enough. Not enough to keep Malbs out of a 1 versus 2.
Well, where there's a Malbs, there's a way.
No.
He arrives on the scene. He's got to wait this smoke out.
He has utility, actually.
Doesn't have a kit to play off of, has a bunch of utility if he wants to try to fluster this pit player.
Maybe there's a kid on side.
But it feels like for now he still has the element of surprise. Alexi B just writing off his back.
Play
Let's
together,
Wonderful
NAVi.
take
Play
contact
together. It
instead.
should be
Oh, it's an
what a
instant headshot from Wonderful out of pit to tie the game at 5.
Excellent. I mean,
my God.
gets 10 times worse if you lose one, though.
Bit. Just oh.
No dice. Heavy God. Popped by Bit again. Hades gonna try.
Water tastes even better now when
Tap
you're
back
winning.
into that conversation we just kind of mentioned again, the whole lack of pressure for
Guys,
G2.
is our T side or C side better on the
the
fair?
first time
No.
ever in the organization's history
I forgot.
that there isn't that level of pressure because
Recently.
they don't have those big star signings that need to be in playoffs. You know, they are in the
Why
middle
is it
of
50-50?
a huge revamp.
CT.
The future of this roster is unknown in this temporary,
T.
so far, Hades signing. You know, there's 2 jerseys really in this space that when you put it on to win events. That's FaZe Clan, that's G2.
Spectator.
At least that was always the golden rule.
Before.
Bruh.
I mean, what about Vitality?
Well, nowadays, sure.
Okay, what
But I
about
mean, like, the aura of the org, you know?
okay. NAVi?
Nah.
If Snacks wins this
Are you going
round,
past or future now?
I'll give away my whole inventory and
I
do
am
a
where I am,
100-hour
man.
stream without sleeping.
I would have it FaZe, Spirit,
Yeah.
NAVi, G2, Vitality,
Imagine, Alter.
and then it gets a little questionable with others.
Please win.
But we're talking about brand value and how popular an org is. Like, G2 are top 2 or top 1, honestly. A lot of pressure coming down on Heavy God at the moment, who's 1-5. No double pit setup.
Starting to feel like
Heavy.
NAVi like what they're going up against at this A site, so towards the tail end of this T side, they have now targeted this half of the map. Balcony's been going well for them time and time again. Imez afforded a lot of space up short side. Hades dead with nothing.
50 seconds.
Heavy God's yet to be found.
I'm
but
nervous.
They know he's nearby.
Hold
he
my hand
tries to
shut.
get it going.
Oh.
He gets a
What?
turn
This
to
guy.
him. His teammate's dead.
This guy.
It still works.
3v2 though.
Unfortunately,
Oh my
it's
god. If
Hunter
there were
who
5
has
heavy
to go
gods,
down with
we would be
nothing,
chopped.
much like
Wait,
Hades
he's 3 and
did.
6. I take it back. They would
Heavy
be
God
chopped.
tries to make up for it. It's going to be the
Those were his
Snacks
first
and
kills.
Malbs 2v3 attempt. Final round of the half.
Alright. It's a must retake. It's last
And
round.
NAVi lean on this affinity for the
You
A
can't
site
win
to
this,
get
chat.
that lead established.
Not against Natos when they are a well-oiled machine like
Assuming
us.
They let this bomb pop. 2 kills to
I can
close
only
it
laugh.
out.
That's how easy that was.
7-5 half again. But we know what happened on Anubis when they were sitting in the same state.
You feel me?
So we'll see. B round coming in hot. Lexi will throw a smoke
Please
down
win
in
it,
front
guys.
of it.
We need
Start
the pistol.
spamming.
Oh, Alexi looks at the minimap.
Taking a risk by blocking
see
here.
if
They
he's
might just
moving
start
while
shooting
moving.
at him.
Oh, yeah, they're going to figure it out. JL from the back of the site, down at the hands of Malbs.
Oh,
Nice pop from
robotic.
Hades. The only reply in the form of Bit's headshot.
you don't see that working anymore. Standing in the smoke when players are bursting through. Not on CS2.
Bit gets
It's
slammed
chopped.
to the ground. Malbs catches a headshot, and G2 immediately back
Guys.
to winning
So
ways.
people, they're so used.
But
if they can't
we
run
have won a
through
pistol and
in
then
2
lost the follow-up.
seconds,
We
then
can do
they
that
know
to
it's
them.
winning.
Expectations.
Bit. Whoa. Don't get
More in
refragged.
halls. Won't get spotted.
One more.
Extra damage, but that's it.
Bit just
Next
has
map
heavy
for
guard on the
Navi is
back of
the
the
airport.
neck.
Fuck you, bro.
Oh, true. It's been a nightmare for me
Yeah.
out of halls.
Yeah.
And I mean
These
that.
swaps-
Stop finding you on both sides, son.
Thought maybe this would be the chance at a solution. Bit still in the apartment,
No.
still killing Heavy God.
I'm the landlord. I'm here to collect.
Oh, fuck, landlord.
It's the first of the month.
Your rent's rising, and I'm not gonna fix the fridge.
40 seconds. Ah.
Good luck, Emma.
5-7 for 1.
Not
Nine.
bad.
That thing started cracking away, but single kill all they're gonna get. No kit for the defuse. How cheeky you feeling, Alexi? Because you got a lot to save here. Kevlar MP9. Hunter with his guard up.
9.
Drops Alexi B up in the apartments, looking like majority survive, unless
Jail
this
is smiling
Desert
on the
Eagle-
picture, but he's not smiling in real time.
Now MP9 has something to say about it, but it looks like they're going to avoid it. Looks like they're wary of this. And
That was
so,
our force buy, bro.
Believe your eyes.
Let me know moment.
G2 at the start of this final
Let me
half
know
of
moment,
play in
bro.
a progression game for playoffs. A rowdy Moody Center on the other side, mere days away. And we're tied 7 rounds all.
Oh, that would be the ultimate. Sort of like, it's like weird to see upsets happen so far, but this is to get to top 8 now.
Any chickens that die at least? Not even that.
Like Legacy making it this far is harder than just getting through this
Come on,
stage,
boys.
but also
Now we need that
the
Navi
goal
energy,
is
bro.
to get to top 8,
Now we need that major winning energy, bro.
and that's still undetermined. This result would be definitive for G2.
Let's go.
Because it kind of feels like as we get to the games that
One
are
more
for
hands
a
touching
spot
each other,
in the
making a
arena,
noise, I'm
things
gonna
have started
snap.
to go down normally. Yes, okay, FaZe versus Mongols is an upset, but it comes off the back of
Come on,
the
Atta.
GOAT having his best performance in that FaZe jersey. Seems like Vitality are
What
gonna
is
beat
sound?
Virtus Pro on the other stream simultaneous with this game.
What is sound? Why?
This is a hell of an opportunity for G2. They try to charge headstrong
Jail.
into
Scheiße.
Banana. And Ema says that is an invitation for him to get active, to pick up that MP9 to try to whittle away some HP before
Vibrations.
they can all depart. G2 just collect themselves at the bottom of Banana, and soon enough, they can try again. They've got all the grenades in the face of only one smoke from Navi.
So sound is just
Still
on our
plenty
brain?
of time.
But there's 3 players, so it's a scary decision here because they get chased down, and the idea for
Like-
Navi was to influence them into coming back.
We converted?
They're making it seem like they were just lazily clearing all of Banana so that they would run away because now it's going to be an A stack. So Navi
No.
taking a huge risk by playing 1 here. Oh, Lexi, perfect peek from Hades. 2 left here on the site.
Yeah, they're gonna mow him down now. MP9
Oh
with nothing
my,
more to
Hades
show
got a
for it.
ball.
And that's what they need to do. Tap back into the showing Hades had on Anubis. And he was very much muzzled in the first half. You know, kind of struggling alongside Heavy God over at that A site. You said maybe Inferno could be a reason as to why he can't quite click with this very much unknown system for him.
How do we hear? Is it just a vibrations
Newest piece
absorber?
of G2
Like a
as
sensitive thing that
stand-in.
absorbs vibrations? And that's hearing? What?
Yeah,
How are
that's
people
cool.
deaf?
Just fill Monacy's shoes.
Is that vibrate like thing? Like in Minecraft, the what are they called?
But you get him on that rifle.
The things
He'll
that
give you a
hear.
3K this round. to
Those
get
things they
through
don't
what
have
was
anymore?
A stack site. Yes, not as equipped as you'd hope for,
The sensors.
but still a stacked site.
Sco-
They're gonna try to run it down. Banana.
Squeak
Does
sensor.
he get anybody dead?
yes.
No, sir. Just him.
How do you set to
5
0?
players alive. Excellent start of a T side here for G2 to cause this upset.
Eardrum. What?
Oh no, JL just truly upset.
Jail, it's fine.
And this is a moment where
If you don't win, we
yeah,
can still become
get
physicists.
the round they're looking for, the B attack, the re-attack.
Oh, 9.
Sort of, they call
Wait,
rated
wait,
to
wait,
Navi.
wait, wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The next round is starting. We're tilting for too long. A little bit too long. A little bit too long. The next
Yeah,
round is
this
starting.
is,
Jail is smiling. Blade is smiling. He knows it's chopped. What?
Yes, my child suffered.
They're both crazy.
The juxtaposition of that is unreal. I guess JL's the kind of guy, though. I mean, everything he does is funny, so
What, having a mental breakdown?
But I'm
Yeah. Goofs and gaffs. Here comes G2 to an empty A site off a double.
What's
Why are we
happening
laughing?
now?
JL gets his kill over towards Banana, but this round looks like it's under wraps. Here comes the bomb. Here comes the plant. Here comes G2's 9th round win.
I don't see what's funny.
Blade was smiling in that moment. Have they just lost a round? And now this? This Blade's like, see, this is why I was yelling at you idiots. When he was so mad at them about that last round where they ran out of time.
Yeah, I mean, reason
Obviously,
to be
he didn't
pissed.
say that, just to be clear. He didn't say that.
You're exaggerating.
I'm exaggerating.
For dramatic effect.
He was probably saying some worse stuff.
For the
For the
neighbor.
record.
Yeah.
I hope he
that's
throws that.
really unfortunate.
That's really bad.
Any other piece of utility would be less awkward.
For us. Imme?
Bracket crossfire, but there is that vacancy over towards balcony that makes
Wonderful.
things weird if
Wonderful.
Hunter
They
decides
may
to
not
get
know,
active.
they may not know, they know.
Looks like
One,
Bit's gonna go
one,
deal
two,
with that
two,
as
two, we need
Wonderful
to win
finds
two.
his, and it's being held back. Hunter comes out,
Reflect,
starts
reflect.
to clear them,
Nice Bit.
but Bit's gonna get the better of it.
4v2.
The bomb's going B, however, they're leaving.
Whoa,
Bob sitting here
Alexis.
just misses timing on Alexi. He was sitting
Snacks won
patiently
before.
and
This could be a
waiting.
magical moment. Snacks has
ball's a
crazy
little shallow.
Still
clutches
have a
before.
chance at this 1 versus 4. JL comes back over
He has
from
done
CT
this many
spawn.
times. 7 seconds.
Snacks peeks into him, gets
Gets
the
it.
headshot.
No time.
4. Nope.
Clock's gonna decide this. Alexi puts it on
Alexi,
ice.
after time. After
Lets
time.
the clock expire. Now Snacks goes
No.
down. It's costly, but
Imme
he will
wallbang.
hang on to the back of this.
Wallbang,
Nate's
Nate.
gonna soften him up.
No.
But he's good.
Yeah, that's actually crazy important for Snacks, considering how close this game is.
We have a mage on the trophy cabinet. With this fucking roster, bro. Same exact dudes. Same exact dudes, bro. Just 1 year older.
Looks like
What's
they're
gonna
still
change in
fighting
1
to get
year?
that confidence
Nothing,
fully
bro.
back online, but duels like
People
this
can
for
only
JL
become so
will
much
help.
better, and people only become so much worse.
Comes at a cost with damage.
But with time, you only get
But he's
better,
got
bro.
Bulbs down.
So we, even if we only
And
get a
a
little bit
G2
better,
without
we're still
Bulbs
better, bro.
alive is a G2 that flails just a little too much. No reason to extend around that corner, but Hades is going to sit on the angle just in
JL.
case they do.
They just barely missed that escape from JL, and he got out of there pretty smoothly after his
I'm not
kill.
even yapping,
31
bro.
health for him.
This is facts. Simple CS. 50 seconds.
And it's NAVi who play on low information. I mean, you have a player and a half in terms of the... Let's see. We got the MP9. Alexi V not
Just
switching
stop.
out his gun.
Alex,
Molly in play. Rotation's a little slow.
minus
man.
1 on JL. JL 30 HP.
Did you block that smoke?
Small.
Play
How did you
together.
block that smoke for 1 damage?
Gets
Might give
flashed.
him an angle.
Alexi sitting back in the site,
Nice,
able to
Alexi.
get Snacks down. Locks into new box. Now it's going to be JL's turn. That bomb, a late arrival. JL trades
Alex.
quickly, and P9
Wow.
again. Alexi
How?
comes out. Oh, awkward here for Hades in a 1v4. Blinded and dealt with, and NAVi tie this game.
I need to see some of these
G2 has
nades
money.
back because there were so many flashes
Careful.
that came through, but those were not the CT support flashes, weren't they?
We can
They
break
were
their
the
economy
T-attack flashes,
now.
but it feel like they were just blinding themselves.
Yeah, it kind of had them stalling out. Yes, JL was dealing with it as well, but no, they did kind of stutter there for a second.
Came in so slowly, and yeah, Alexi got his kill pretty easily, but it feels like they just flubbed something on the way in. I'm not exactly sure.
What a duel for JL while blind to
Yeah.
snap that over.
But those are the kills that Mulbs gets, and so he needs to get those too.
Come on, bro.
Nasty nade.
There's Heavy God down.
Yes, JL.
Nasty
Anka, hate
nade
what is
down
allowed
Banana.
here?
And there's
Not
more
really,
to
bro.
come. But it's the other
This
direction.
stream is only
Mulbs
positivity
doubles
always.
Down on it. Alexi from beyond the grave plants that frag between his
3 on
feet
3.
and gets the trade himself. Emet
Molly?
gonna see them continuing this pressure up into the B site. Emet
Emet?
tries to find it through smoke. Oh, but the headshot out of Snacks.
Man, playing with fire here.
Fuck
And it's
me
not
in
an
the ass.
all-in, right? They don't pounce off the back of that. It's just a great moment for Snacks to secure man advantage.
1 defender B,
Dude, they
1
played with
defender
fire.
A.
This is 3v3. Scary for the CTs, obviously, but this opener now
2v3.
just makes both sides so incredibly weak.
Bit.
It's going to be Bit
Needs
alone versus
at
3.
least 2. Gets
Gets damage.
nothing.
Damage isn't enough at this point.
Oh my goodness.
And there's no doubt in my mind that Wonderful is going to go for the save because he is limping
Guys, we
through
do
this
have a
third
bye
map.
next round,
8 and
though.
12.
G2 are pulling
Both-
them into
this
the
is
mud.
the closest
I don't know
game
if NAVi
ever.
should be participating as much.
Nobody
though.
has economy. I need you in that ring.
Nate opens up smoke. Wonderful doesn't get any vision. Gets a lot of bullets sent back at him. Couple Hail Marys through that wall.
Jail.
Been very scrappy here.
The walkout. Snacks
Wonderful
takes
needs
that
the refrag.
walkout
He needs
versus
something.
Chad. Opening kill. Flash finds its target. Here comes Snacks.
No punishment for Wonderful. He'll just walk back.
I hate
Snacks
Inferno.
really trying to test the pounce, and that one gets another piece of utility out from the defense, and at a good moment, right? 50 seconds still on this clock.
I think there's a part of G2 that's just scared to take it to A though, unless they get that extra player down.
I'm scared.
NAVi will have numbers on this side of the map. Snacks is trying his hardest to multiply his presence, sell the fake on
Chat,
B.
hold my vape.
Here comes that attack.
30 seconds.
There's no resistance on the brackets. They don't know about the numbers.
It's not bad for Alexi. He can really turn this corner after they commit to lane. If they're not coming Arch, it's going to be soon where he knows that. In fact, he might peek in a couple of seconds. Him versus Snacks coming up.
Bit.
Keeping his head down towards Bit. Alexi and Bit get there.
3 on 3, yes.
There's nobody to come
15
this way.
seconds,
It's
no
all on
time.
site. Emez just
Alexi,
waiting.
can we deny the
Pops
plant?
up.
No, we can't.
They've let their guard down. They don't know. He's milking this.
Yes.
And
Milk
he
it.
doesn't get his second
Milk it.
immediately, but he
The milkman.
all three.
The
And
patience.
that is why you play it patient. Just perfect target selection for that
Come
clean
on,
kill
baby.
in the background.
This
man.
round's worth 2.
Little burst from Emet. Enough to tie this game at 10-all.
Come
A
to
little more
Pablo.
needed from Wonderful, but
Nice
everybody else for the
entry.
Navi squad is kicking it up a
Good
notch. The
Navi
frag
nade.
grenades catch mobs. Down he'll go. The first victim in round 21, but there is still a chance to just play with timing if they want to test the balcony. Heavy God versus Bit is a head-to-head that Bit has come out on top of so many times, but this is a critical one, and he gets him flashed. Heavy God boots on the ground, and Bit has gone unnoticed.
They haven't
Bit wonderful,
gone
bit
wide in the
wonderful, bit
pit.
wonderful,
He's
bit
going to announce
wonderful,
himself as
wonderful.
Wonderful gets the op shot.
He's just delaying. His teammates are all coming over.
Bombs over towards that site now. Bit still with some positioning. Hunter just playing it patiently. Waits. Turns attention over
What?
towards Moto.
They don't
And this
even
is
know
now
about
a
Bit.
wide
It's
open
completely
door for
chopped for
Bit. It's a
G2.
wide open door for Navi. It's a 5 versus 1. Snacks has been
Who let them
backed out,
cook? Who let them
fighting
cook?
Every single round they are back in the lead. Shouldn't be able
We
to
will
find
have
any
2 match
openings in
points.
this one. Looks like G2 play for overtime. That's what
Jail.
it looks like, but maybe not what it is. Huge pack of players coming at JL.
Alexi's
He
also
lines
there.
that up.
Nice.
Fire down beneath them and support
Nice.
from behind. Alexi
3v1.
pushing this into a damn near unwinnable situation. Hunter 60 health with bomb and a deagle walks away.
Yeah, and they're scared, but they're still playing it properly. Like, as an Antico, it's perfect. 2 players fighting on Banana because you shouldn't be afraid of it, but also Alexi ready with Coffin's flashes. Alexi ready to make sure they can't plant.
Oh my god. Hunter
And we
can
know
clutch though.
G2, they want to take it to B.
does only have a
Hunter
deagle.
walk through this.
Alexi,
One great
3 to
shot
1.
opens it up.
Incendiary down.
A second great shot maybe wins the round.
No
Wonderful.
way though.
Oh,
Yeah, Wonderful keeps that scope up. Navi keep that lead in hand and secure
1 round is
overtime
all
with
we
it.
need. 2 chances is what we have. 1
Have a
round
great
is all
call.
we
I think
need,
you're
bro.
just
Play
clapping your
together.
hands, hoping Mobs gets these entries
Don't
on B
play
because
nervous.
That's been the key to success.
Any other round of CS,
Flashes
just like all
in
the others.
process.
There it is. Mobs
That's
versus
fine.
JL.
4v5.
Cracks that headshot, nails it.
We can win
Alexi B
4v5
sent back
easily.
to Coffins again. What's the support? It's Ime.
Alexi B.
He runs through
Snacks
CT.
won't just shoot through the smoke, right?
A cache of utility in
Oh
front
god,
of him.
we gamble. We gamble.
He
Alexi
doesn't
said, give me
actually offer to
utility, I
throw
play
any
solo
of
B.
it. That's Alexi who's
Will
going to
that
have to
come
give
back
up
to
his
bite him
position
into
in
his
the
arse?
site.
Right now it looks like
Full
it, but
belt of
G2 can
nades
still
grabbed
rotate, chat.
as
They can
G2
still
give a
reroute.
bit of timing and space.
We're
to
gambling
Alexi
fully
for him
towards
to pick
B.
up the utility
A.
and now have a chance to throw it out ahead of the execution.
One rotation coming over. They're waiting
Looks
out
like
the
they're gonna
molly
go
here.
B.
They can see everything.
Emma
I
is
think
coming,
Wonderful's
but
taking
delayed.
looks down middle, and he'll see nothing for the
Emes
time
smoked
being.
off
Soon
too. He
that's
can
gonna
only
be a
smoke
third
spray.
piece freed up. Emes still quite far
Bomba.
from that frag grenade. Leave it to Alexi to just place it to perfection.
Good flash from Emma.
Hunter gets the quick trade back through this. Mob's gonna be looking for kills. Emes
3v4.
looking to be the hero of the moment, goes running
No.
through.
Okay.
And that is insane. Exposing the players on site, wonderful, but not striking them down. He is going to go to the save. We've got
What? We have
24
money.
rounds of play.
It's the-
Map 3.
It's the.
It's no surprise now that the brackets belongs to G2.
Is this a wrap into CT? Is the
We
question.
have a good
Alexi
setup.
Fans out.
If they go into CT,
himself.
what are they
Gale coming
doing?
To meet him.
Yeah, they're giving up Banana entirely.
What
in
are they doing?
anticipation of an A commitment,
No.
but I think you're dead on. This is a Snacks. Round
Alexi.
24, CT to B.
Yes.
Alexi sprays one
Just one
down.
round.
JL
Alexi.
dead. It's all
No.
on Alexi. They clear it out with
2v4.
3 players. What an act of misdirection.
Oh, they absolutely pulled it off. Something
You
new
do
here
that
to
on
the
the
B
last
site,
round?
but they keep Mobs in the mix. He doesn't even need to get his kill.
Who says this
What
guy
are we
can't
shooting
call?
at?
Catching Navi off guard with this one, forcing Bitten Ime into an unfavorable retake. Player roosting up above. Bit gets the first headshot. Retakes on. Bit's looking for a little more. Hades cuts him down at that distance, and it's a lethal crossfire as G2 push us beyond regulation.
Let's go. It has to go into overtime. That's lovely. And that's sort of what they're establishing for themselves. Here comes what is just a proper R-trap.
Alexi hopes he can hug the wall. Got tagged up. Oh, it's getting messy. Alexi still alive, regains vision, gets a kill. More than he should have had. Felt very awkward for a moment. Hunter's gonna wrap back around library. JL gets wind of it. Is that aim punch?
And they've got, yeah, I don't know. It looked like it for sure. 2 players on the A site. I mean, it's getting crowded here. Heavy God doesn't have to find anything too soon. His
They
team
go through CT
in
again.
the CT spot.
Wonderful, wonderful. Has a chance to win this.
Gonna pick one off. Deep angle from him. Heavy God could bring this back at A. Reveals Bit's position, but not able to hold it. So now neither bomb site is in the hands of the attack. Bit, big reposition. Molotov won't find him.
I like that.
They're gonna have to hunt him down. Mobs and Hunter on the approach. Bit slides
I hate it. Why did he do that?
Cleared by the instant Mobs headshot.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about a back and forth.
So they traded a kill, but it pushed Wonderful all the way back to B. And then they knew they had this ISO'd. Bit alone in the site. Perfect double swing. Wonderful worried about losing in the second round and then not getting an op in play.
Yeah.
To be honest, not that the op's done much.
Got that 1 kill holding back the potential hit to B, and then that just sends them right into Bit's hands.
Not had much op impact from him.
Not at all. We had those Hades highlights back on Anubis.
A lot of O's.
His counterpart, not so much. Saving this off to make sure he keeps money. Same reason JL probably didn't have a helmet. Figured AK headshots are lethal none regardless, and well, didn't expect to take one through a door frame.
Hell no.
Makes that fight look weird, but
Big
They're
breath
up.
here for
It's
Hunter.
okay, guys. Let's go. They're up, and it's
Incredibly
okay,
messy
guys.
spot.
What is it for us?
I think that's got to be the big one. Hey, you mentioned JL getting aim punched. I guess luckily it was a headshot through the wall then.
Nice bows! Nice!
I'm sick to my stomach.
Snacks tip of the spear. They're coming for JL again.
tries to chase him.
Yeah.
Flashbangs from
Wow.
Alexi, though.
But they won't get him.
That's
That is
fantastic.
Perfect defense support. The wide swing out from Alexi to get Hunter, who tried to trade all the way out. And now G2 versus 4 at a minute 10, and they're split up.
Feels like the first clear win that NAVi have pulled off on Banana in some time. Jail will match the kills of Malbs on the other side. And normally you don't compare 2 players this deep into the game, but when it comes to Banana, that's what it's been all about.
Whoa, wait, why is this losable? If Alexi dies for free, it's chopped. Oh.
Is there a world, is the question here.
Oh, there's definitely a world. But it banks on Hades clearing sight. Alexi eats the flash. Now they found him. They're ready for it. Heavy God gives the cover over. This 2 versus 4 is a kill in. Heavy God's low health. Oh, Hades down already now, so you'd think
I was
unwinnable.
so scared
You'd
for a
think.
second, bro.
Heavy God with a massive
He
ask.
can't win this.
3 players coming at him. Slides out, dives to the USP headshot of Wonderful, and the game is tied again. Good early fight from
Heart
JL.
attack.
We've put a lot of pressure on him in this
Wait, why is
banana
that funny?
duel, and the Alexi B flashbangs, so good.
Yeah.
Bang!
Whoa. He's punished here for Wonderful, that's key.
That's a good shot.
Smoke down in front of the B hit at the same time.
Alex.
Really feeling like there's no option to go back if you're G2.
Sometimes you see Snacks as a lurker, so that might not make him feel like, oh, the boost works out well.
Sir, Snacks here. Now down, JL's gun's empty. Still gets away.
got him.
What does he? Hunter's
What?
pistol finds it. A Glock through the smoke.
3v3, hold my hand.
To take away man advantage, to put you back into 3v3 despite that damage done on Hunter. He is stepping up when it matters. And there is plenty of utility for this retake. I mean, they could cause a frantic backline with the fire, with the frags. But the thing is, that's not the position.
Too many
that
angles,
G2 decides
too
to
little
occupy.
time.
They
Don't be
lean
scared.
into
We're waiting
coffin.
for smokes to clear,
They
but
need
we
to
don't have
stop
the time.
Ime on this doorway, and they will with both kills. Hit and Bit hit hard, and Wonderful response, some sort of answer, but it's late in this retake attempt. Final attempt.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Overtime. Deagle damage in. Time though expires, and G2 with a lead.
Oh yeah, they won the half here on T side. They made the comeback happen to get out of regulation. They put themselves in a prime spot in this game.
Too late.
That's right.
He backs up into him. You've got to take the kill. Didn't like where that was going, so he decides, screw it.
I know that Gel just
That's
punched
such a
the
big
table,
find.
bro.
That is such a massive find.
I would bet money on that.
Bottom B control.
4v5. I hope his teammates stay
That's something
combobulated.
that NAVi never even really tried to take themselves.
Moments like these, we have
NAVi
to
started
prove
off their T-side in
we
regulation
can
with a
keep
lot
a
of
clear
banana
mind.
play off JL. They started to finish by bullying Heavy
when it
God
looks like that
over
the
in
world
that
doesn't
pit.
want you at the
bid
playoffs.
To Heavy God head-to-head skewed
You
in
have to
NAVi's
prove it
favor.
wrong, bro.
And they can still end A once they come back to re-clear
We
banana.
didn't practice all these years together for nothing, bro.
But they don't leave anybody
Moments
back
like
there.
these.
An additional incendiary here for Snacks.
Yeah, Snacks over here tying his shoes.
Maltz has also got one. That's
In
2
there.
fire grenades at 30 seconds. I mean, this is going to be awkward for NAVi if the nades go down, but Maltz makes
Just
a
Snacks.
critical error.
Just Snacks.
It's got to be saved by Snacks now.
Nice.
Vision from Alexi. All he needs this
Wow.
recovery. It's massive.
Hard tilted.
Maltz will be beating himself
Jam
up
time.
as he gives up the lead.
Oh, he showed so much skin right there.
With
Jumped
a
around
man
the corner,
down, we
tried
brought
to
that
do
back.
This dolphin peak, exposed his entire
And all we
self
lost
and-
was one man.
Ooh, it falls like a house of cards.
Golden opportunity. 2 incendiaries, 30 seconds. 5v4 at that.
Yes.
NAVi can barely believe their luck.
Yeah, not just a shoulder peek. Just
Okay,
a
bro.
touch too sloppy, and that allows the game to get tied. From a 4v5, JL had
You
to
got
just
this, bro.
watch his teammates play.
You got this, bro. We got this, bro. Bit Emma, Alexi, wonderful jail. We got this, bro. You gotta believe, bro. You gotta believe.
Again, G2 played
Waiting
low on
for the time and
information.
then last second
time
explode.
in regulation, many rounds ago, G2 gave up too much space. NAVi took too much time to execute.
Will
but
Hardest
this time
connect
they
this
learned
shot,
from their
chat.
mistakes. They're going to go into B.
Not an easy one to hit
Hades
if the
on
other
this
guy
angle
swings
to
wide.
Deliver.
What?
He does!
A collateral?
Perfect timing for this.
And in these moments, you
Perfect
think that
time
the
to
world is
rock
fucking against you if you're on
world.
Navi.
1 bullet,
A
2
Colette.
kills. You cut the head off the snake. And the
At this
recovery is
point,
now
you
gonna
start
be
to question
brought
your
at
teammates, like,
25
why did we
seconds.
do
They
that? Why
use
did I
Pit's
do that?
opening.
What are you going to do? Kill both Bit players? They have to come back to A.
You think
now.
about Blade, you think about the team and the
Now,
future.
Bit can try to speed
Nice
up.
Bit.
He has to help get
But
this
you have
attack
to
going,
focus.
Otherwise, it's all over.
15 seconds. Hitting into this A site. Pit
10
controls
seconds.
all they've got. It's Hunter and it's Heavy God. Leaning back as NAVi arrives. 10 on that clock.
What?
He drops another body. Back's turned. And Hunter
No,
steps it up. That's it. That's all. 15 G2.
Stone-faced Taz in the background. No reaction whatsoever. G2 pulled
Lost
this
to a
round out.
Colette.
The Hades collapse.
I don't want to
Could
say
not have
lucky
been
because
better timed.
you did swing together. And there could be an orb.
The moment's set up here. He gets this one chance to shoot. They're holding back on the
Yeah.
sandbags. They don't actually
And now you
clear the
question each
corner.
other.
But from a position 5v5 with car control, a full exec they could have taken, any amount of nades they wanted to throw, there would have only been 2 players there.
Heavy God has shown us improvement as this game's gone on, and Hades is going to find first blood yet again. Oh, from Hunter! The response out of Wonderful's there. They're still going to
2v1
try
on
to
side.
press it up against
2v3 in
Heavy God.
total.
Can he
Heavy
deliver?
God
He
hiding
hears
a position that
everybody
he has not
around
used
him.
before.
Slides out, he dies.
Even the ace in the pocket
Wonderful's
doesn't
got a
help him
chance
right
to
now.
plant
2v2.
2v2 here for G2
Bomb will go down.
to try to recover,
Snacks
to
and
try to
mobs.
push themselves into the Moody Center. And they are so split up.
Has a Molotov,
It's
can't clear pit.
movement.
Bit there.
It's fire in front of
Has
Bit.
to give up the angle, edges it.
They throw this molly. Snacks is coming back. He's picked up a new one.
Hobbs is
Looking
looking
good
for
for
a chance
Navi,
to
I'm not
come
gonna
through.
lie.
Snacks is just going to keep setting things ablaze. It is
Molotov not connecting for Wonderful. Great spray.
They've survived
Mobs
again,
1v2.
it seems. Mobs over top of the graveyard,
Has a
though,
kit.
still has the element of
Time
surprise.
running
He's
out.
got
There it is.
Until he gets clipped. Caught out.
Breathe.
As Navi will be giving themselves another chance.
Normal. Everything looking normal. No double AVP setup or anything.
It's going to be a hangover of disappointment for one team who loses this match, considering how close that it's gotten.
Nice
Mobs
mod
picks
McDonald's.
up the
Wait,
first
not
kill
nice.
again.
What the fuck? Wrong team.
JL dead to him again. We need to see that kill matrix.
I was focused on
Wonderful
the-
at 7 health.
Yo, I'm tweaking, bro. I was thinking about McDonald's.
Alexi up front. How much time do they want to use now?
I want to say tweaking and fried. I was about to say I'm tried. I'm fried, bro. Yeah,
Okay.
One double
Surgical
cheeseburger.
precision on those shots. Triple kill made easy. Quad kill like it's nothing.
He's getting better by the round.
Just vigilance on this B approach. Swings out to try to finish early.
If Maltz can get a quadra kill, so can Bit.
On his shoulders and a top orange peak to end this.
Wow.
Considering that's the same kid that overextended with that jump around the CT corner, that's a recovery, Mobs.
And again, 5v2 here.
20
Full-blown
seconds.
exec coming in at 25
It's a classic
seconds.
Navi, guys. We
Listen,
will about the
there's gonna
classic
be mollies
Navi.
everywhere. It's going to be a carpet
Pushing
of fire here,
last
but these
second
two
together
people
as a
holding.
team. Into two. It's just
Down
two.
goes that
It's
last
just
flash.
two.
That's the
But
last
if Maltz
grenade
get
they
another
had.
quadra kill, it's
Already
cooked.
Seconds. Snacks leaning
10
into it.
seconds. Why are we scared?
Stepping on the flames. Mobs falls
Why are we
down.
scared?
Snacks holds the line.
Go, 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 go.
Has to
7
play off a
seconds.
little
Needs to
longer.
plant. Smoke
Won't
spray.
be able
On
to
top.
stop it.
Oh, no,
Bomb
please
being
thank the
planted
Lord.
beyond the spray through smoke and
Thank the
Wonderful
Lord.
quickly off the top rope. Gets the kill to CT spawn. They do overwhelm the B site.
Yeah, the bomb gets across. That first kill on Snacks allowed this to take place.
Frantic attempt to just try to spray away with the rifles.
I don't even think MIBR could pull this one off.
Just trying to strong arm Navi out of that site long enough for time to expire, long enough for Hunter to maybe rotate in and cause further carnage. No attempt at the retake here. It's all about cost. Op kill for Hades for the road, but this is a tied game again and again.
The great match keeps on getting better, and JL started to become the only person lagging behind a little bit on frags.
Come on.
The rounds they play to win. The rounds they
Yes.
fight for the right to be is the
Yes.
measure. But the ones they lean back and allow Navi to make moves like this, these are the ones that Navi rack up.
They're hearing Hades run away.
Absolutely squeezed in the middle of this site. Miss Chance, he's gonna get blooded down on, and Snacks comes out from Library with
happening.
only 1 kill for all of G2 in that attempt of holding A.
Finally.
Nothing for G2 to be proud about with that one.
They may not have a full buy on the
But
last,
again,
guys.
it's not active.
Mobs,
They
you're not
sit
clashing
back
this,
and they
bro.
allow for Navi to
What
make
the
their
hell?
moves.
You're
They allow
not
for Navi to establish a
Smooya, bro.
17-16 lead with 2 round wins on a T side. The two of them side by side. Bit starts
Bit,
to
Bit.
lean in. They go for the boost to get a better angle.
End it.
And that one gets unraveled quickly. 50 seconds if they want to go elsewhere, if they want to do something different.
They don't jump on it. There's no one sparting off
For the
Arch
love
at
of
the moment.
everything.
CT comms are going to
5v4,
tell him
you can do it,
there's a
Navi.
smoke here.
Alexi coming through this, just puts out the fire
Alex.
so that he can take position behind the smoke.
Matrix.
This smoke grenade gonna take down some very
He's the
critical
chosen
amounts
one.
of time in this
Alex.
one.
Oh, is he going to turn around Alexi? He made the right play.
Oh,
The
he
chosen
gets
one.
back into spawn, reads that Hunter is going to try something desperate, and now a 3v5 is demanded of G2, or else Navi
Break free from the
secure
infinite
that
loop, what's
18th
called
round
Matrix.
Immediately
No more
on the
time to go
CT
B.
side.
No more time to go B. 20 seconds. They have to turn to A.
Oh, they come back. Ema
Yes.
right there. Multi-kill with his name on it. Hades in a desperate act to try to push onto site. He's got a guy right in front of him, and that's it. That's the 18th. The much-needed sigh of relief for Navi.
We look so stressed.
The A site is not one that
2
G2 can take.
match
No,
points.
They can take
2
it if they get
arena
their kills
points.
on B or if they fight there early, but
2,
they didn't try to
we may
do it.
keep
They
our
wanted to
job points.
prove it
Actually,
this
aware.
time.
Heavy God has been
Wonderful.
struggling in the
Whoa.
apps, but he flashes the sniper off the line. Oh,
He got him up.
Instant kills on B. Why do anything different? Wonderful ends up finding Heavy God on the other
Spam
side
report
of
his
the map.
account.
Alexi working on his own
Back
here,
life,
knows
maybe.
that heavy numbers come his way.
Nice.
Could still do it.
2v2.
He sure as hell gives his team a better chance.
Oh.
They'll catch Hunter back towards middle. And
Hunter
now
wish he
Hades,
didn't
the
peek there.
stand-in, has to keep G2 in this
Hardest
hopeful
1v2 to stay
chance
alive.
qualify for playoffs.
He smokes off Banana. They're both coming in from CT.
What a
But very
reposition
late.
here from
Very
Navi.
late.
They've got grenades aplenty.
Navi, don't lose to
Wonderful's
yourself.
been quiet throughout this game, and now he is taking over the server as
Clear
it's
angles
gone
together.
on.
Get ready for
Top
the
of
refrag.
charts
Don't
for
waste your
Wonderful.
time.
When the
You
hell
don't
did
have
that
it.
happen? We've got Bit behind him, Deagle in hand, and a patient Hades.
We have
in
Molotov,
backside,
we have smoke, we have
hangs
double
on,
nade.
waits
Use it.
and waits, and now he hears
no.
them on the bomb site. He's got to somehow figure out this angle. Wonderful's on the ledge. Wonderful's got
There it is!
Defuses to make it through. Never tell me the odds when NAVi is in the server.
Oh my
All three CS2 major finalists
NAVi
locked in for the
to the
playoffs in
major
Austin.
Yes, they do
playoffs.
it. It's so unlikely. There were
We are
points in this
so
game where
back.
G2 were